Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to URKG. This is your preview for Real Madrid versus Manchester City. It is a massive European night at Santiago Bernabéu. The pressure just, couldn't be any bigger. It couldn't be any bigger. Two giants meeting for the 15th times in the Champions League history. Xabi Alonso is under a massive pressure after that Celta Vigo lost at home. That performance, it was really ugly. And Florentino Perez is also furious. The media is in chaos right now, and he faces Pep Guardiola. Yes, Manchester City arriving with confidence. 3 straight wins for them, and they are outside the automatic qualification position in the Champions League. So it's a must get a result for them. But look, this is going to be a preview of pressure, pride, survival. Let's break it all down. Before we do, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and hype up the video as well. As always, get your thoughts in the comment sections. But look, to get things off, team's form. Let's take a look at the team's form. Madrid's form, of course, 4 points behind Barcelona in La Liga. We were 5 points ahead just a month ago. Imagine that. Season is just slipping away right now. Only 2 wins in our last 7 games in all competition. First home defeat of the season versus Celta Vigo. It was a meltdown. 3 red cards. It was awful. I don't even want to speak about that game anymore. Champions League, we look strong. 12 points out of 15. The only loss came against Liverpool at Anfield. And Mbappé is carrying the team, right? Talking about Mbappé, of course, we have a major news regarding Kylian Mbappé. You don't want to miss it. Just wait until the end. 100% Champions League home record this season for Real Madrid. Looking at Manchester City, 3 straight Premier League wins, like I said, coming into this game. But a bad result, 2-0 defeat at home to Bayern Leverkusen. Last Champions League match. And Guardiola himself has admitted that he rotated too heavily, and he did. He took a lot of gamble. He took a lot of risk. No Haaland. He goes into that match, and all of a sudden they're down a goal, 2 down a goal, and they lose the game. So they're not going to do that against us, right? Manchester City sit 9th in the league phase table in the Champions League, outside of the automatic top 8 teams, right? Historically, they've only won once at the Bernabéu, so history is against them. Let's quickly take a look at the head-to-head, right? Looking at the head-to-head, as you can see, we've met 14 times. It's as if every single time they're doing a draw, they're like, okay, let me find City, let me find Real Madrid, here we go. They have to play together. Every year it seems like we're playing against each other. And look, Madrid dominated recently. As you can see the results, City lost both legs last season, 6-3 on aggregate. And City have only won once at the Santiago Bernabéu in 2020. So, yeah, Kylian Mbappé, 7 Champions League goals against Manchester City. They hate playing against him, bro. They hate playing against him. Erling Haaland still hasn't scored at the Santiago Bernabéu. Is it going to be tomorrow? We'll find out. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Talking about team news. Madrid. Let's start off with Real Madrid, of course. Defensive crisis at emergency level right now at Real Madrid. Militao's out. He's going to be out for 3 months. Carvajal is out. Trent is out. Mendy's still out. Alaba and Dean Housen, they also have muscle strains. They're not going to be available. Carreras and Fran Garcia are available, but, their red cards only apply in La Liga, so they're going to be available, but I don't want to see them playing together. I just don't. And I don't want to see Fran Garcia nowhere near the starting lineup. Our attack looks okay, I would say. Mbappé, 9 Champions League goals this season, career best. Jude Bellingham and Goulet might be expected to start, but I have a different idea. I'm going to show you guys the starting 11, which I think is going to be playing Manchester City. I'm also going to be predicting the starting lineup for Manchester City as well, so stay tuned for that. Manchester City, mostly they are at full strength. And before I talk about Manchester City, there's 2 news that just came in right now while I was doing this preview. You believe it or not. So I have to include them. I had to change my team as well. But this is what I'm talking about, okay? This is what I'm talking about. Fabrizio Romano just posted this. Kylian Mbappé did not train with Real Madrid squad, and he is a doubt to face Manchester City. It's a massive blow. If Kylian Mbappé is not playing this game, call it a day. Don't even show up to play the game. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't even show up to play the game, because we've got no hopes if Kylian Mbappé is not playing this match. And another bad news for Real Madrid. It continues. Camavinga is not fit for Real Madrid game versus Manchester City, and the French midfielder will be out. Reports are coming in, and Fabrizio's posting this. So we're not in good shape. We're not in good shape, people. Bad news are just coming thick and fast right now. But let's talk about Manchester City, right? John Stones, he's going to be injured. He won't be available. He's a big doubt, I think, for this game. Kovacic and Rodri are out. Huge blow in the midfield balance for Manchester City. And Cherki, he's pushing for his first Champions League start. You know, after that 2 assists against Sunderland, he's going to be flying high. Haaland is fit and firing. So, look, let's talk about predicted lineups. All right, let's talk about predicted lineups. I can't wait to show you guys the predicted lineups here. Let's start off with Manchester City, right? This is what I think. This is what I think from Manchester City. Donnarumma starts and goal. Nunes, Diaz, Vardio, or Rally. That would be the back four. Gonzalez in that anchor position. Doku, Foden, Reinders, Silva, and Erling Haaland up top. And I think, you know, gotta watch out for this guy Foden. I mean, he has been incredible, banging in goals left, right, and center. Erling Haaland, he's on form. Doku as well. After he got baptized, he looked like a different animal right now. Look, every single player is flying at this moment in time, and we cannot make any silly mistakes. They are going to punish us. They are going to punish us heavily, and we've got to be careful with Foden, Doku, and Haaland. That combination, we've got to be worried about that, bro. We have to. But Cherki could be in there. You know, instead of Reinders, I could see Cherki playing in that position. It is possible, but I feel like Manchester City's playing away from home, so Reinders is sort of like more conservative lineup. You know, if they were playing at home, they would have probably went with Cherki. But away from home, I expect them to play Reinders in that position. So I expect them to line up like this, right? Sort of like a 4-1-4-1-4 setup. But look, for Real Madrid, here's what I think is going to happen for Real Madrid. This is the big one, bro. This is the big one. And some people might call it crazy. Courtois in goal. We don't have a right back. I spoke about the injuries that we have. So Valverde is going to be playing in that position. Asensio alongside Rüdiger. No options there. No option. No Militao. No options. No Dean. So Asensio has to play there alongside Rüdiger. Carreras is going to be on the left-hand side. I do not want to see Fran Garcia. Ceballos comes in. This is obviously Camavinga's not fit. And I don't want to see Goulart and Jude Bellingham playing together. We've got to utilize somebody that can go into that midfield and give us some sort of balance, you know, defensively and offensively. And I think Ceballos could do that. Is he the best option? No, but we don't have Carvajal. I mean, we don't have Camavinga. And we certainly don't have Valverde in that position, because we're going to need Valverde in a right back position because we don't have a right back. So given all that circumstance, I'm going with Ceballos in that middle of the park. And because of that, we can't go with a forward 3 in this game. I think they're going to dominate us in the middle of the park. So that's why I went with Diaz here, just to hold on to the ball, just to have the possession. We're playing at home. We can't get dominated in the middle of the park. So I expect Diaz to pull back and help out that midfield, you know. But yeah, that's what I think is going to happen. Traoré, Bellingham, Ceballos, and Diaz, sort of like it could be like a 4-4-2 as well. But when we attack, Diaz can push on the right-hand side, right? And Vinny's going to keep his position. I don't think Rodrigo has done enough to take away the position of Vinicius Jr. So Vinicius Jr. will keep his position. Kylian Mbappé is a huge doubt. If Kylian Mbappé can't make this lineup, boy, oh boy, we're in trouble. We might have to go with Fran Garcia in there. And we could struggle. We could definitely struggle. So I'm concerned, bro. I'm concerned. If Kylian Mbappé doesn't play this game, I'm really, really, really concerned. But tactically, you know, Valverde is going to be, you know, he's got to be ready to defend. You know, they're going to target that position. He's not naturally a right back. And also they're going to target Carreras as well. He's good going forward, but defensively, I think Carreras is not that good. Key players for this game, of course, Kylian Mbappé. You know, 9 goals this Champions League season. Unstoppable for Jude Bellingham. He needs a statement performance after that shaky week, bro. Rüdiger, he has to organize that back line, patch it up, patch it together so we don't concede a goal, bro. What I saw against Celta Vigo was a disgrace. Yeah, we could use Arda Güler off the bench, you know, replacing Diaz if we need a goal or if we need some creativity. But to start a game, I would go like this. For Manchester City, I would definitely say, Haaland hasn't scored at the Santiago Bernabéu. It's a big opportunity for him. Phil Foden, electric form, like I said, especially arriving late in the box. We got to watch out for that. Doku, 1v1. That is going to be chaos, bro. That is going to be chaos. So we've got to be ready for that. We've got to be ready for that. And Shirky's going to be their wild card. Like I said, he might start this game and he might come on the bench and make a difference. So we got to worry about that. We've got to worry about that. But yeah, before we wrap up, I'm going to give you guys my prediction. Pause the video, drop your score predictions in the comment sections. Don't copy me, okay? I'm going to say, despite the crisis, despite the pressure, despite the injuries, people, the Bernabeu on a Champions League night is different, people. It is just different. City will score. I can see them scoring. But Madrid's Champions League magic at home should carry us through. I'm going to say Real Madrid 3, Manchester City 2. Yes, it's going to be a wild one. It is going to be a big one. But that is what I think is going to happen. Look, you guys let me know in the comment sections what you think is going to happen. This is a prediction based on Kylian Mbappé playing. If Kylian Mbappé doesn't play, then my prediction would be like probably a draw or a loss. But if Mbappé plays, I feel confident that we're going to get a result. But yeah, let me know in the comment sections your prediction. What do you guys think is going to happen? Join us for the watch along as well on this channel. Of course, we're going to be an hour early or so tomorrow for this game because I'm anxious. I can't wait. I can't wait. So yeah, guys, thank you all for watching. Smash them likes. Hala Madrid. I'll see you guys on the watch along. Peace.